I know you don't hate, but the you guessed it questions, not a big fan.
Well, it's just more so like at this point in my career,
right?
I've done so much more.
Yeah.
And it's just come to a point where like a lot of people who like they would consider themselves my fans or something like that. Like when I get on Twitter or I get on Instagram or I get on any of that shit and I see like people like, oh yeah, he made this song and it's like whatever their favorite song is. Like, oh, he made Fuck Him and disappeared, or he made You Guessed It and disappeared. And it's like, nah, like I got this song in this movie. Like I got this song on this commercial. Like I just dropped these 2 tapes. I just showed up on this person's album. I just wrote this song. Like, and people just like just never seen it, So I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible?
Right.
How did you not see all that if you was actually looking for the music?
Right.
So it's just more so that I feel like people try and trap me in like a time or era.
Right.
And I hate that shit.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Were you ready for that song to go as viral as it did?
Yeah, I was 100% ready.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was 100% ready.
Right.
Like, if that shit didn't make it, I probably would have stopped rapping. I knew, like I said it a million times, but I knew, like all of my friends wanted me to delete that song, but I knew that had to be the one. Cause like I said, I felt like it was the worst song I had ever made so far as like my ability to rap, but I felt like it was so wild that people had to fuck with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, the rest is history.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Cause I was watching the video yesterday. You were running around the hotel room.
Yeah, hell yeah. We did that video and spur of the moment type shit.
Yeah.
It was a perfect plan.
72 million views.
Yeah, and counting. You keep going. That shit still do like 100 and something thousand every fucking week or 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
That's great. I think that same year you did a tape with Key too.
Yeah, we did Give 'Em Hell, which kind of, well, not even kind of, that really set the standard for all the music to come afterwards. You know
really?
What I'm saying? Like all of the artists that came afterwards, like it's not a single one of them that wasn't a huge fan of Give 'Em Hell or a fan of me or Key or both of us. You know what I'm saying? So that tape, it really set a lot of stuff off for Atlanta and it changed a whole lot of stuff for the rap game.
That's beautiful. So, I feel like, talk about slept on. I think Key's super slept on.
Yeah, Key. I mean, it's getting less like that, because of the stuff with Og and the kids tapping back in a lot, especially now, because it's more of our era now. Like I said, you got so many of the people that listen to us now, like they came up, they blew up and like you hear the influences in the music. If they don't, straight out shout us out, like you hear the influences in the music. So it's a little bit harder to sleep on either one of us as it was. Like the public at large will sleep on us, but the artists won't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's another part of it.
Respect. Can you talk about are you the one saying the OG Parker tag?
Yeah. So Parker was like my second producer ever.
What?
Deco was my first. People think it was Brandon, but Brandon was actually like OGG's producer. But like so far as like my personal producers, it was Deco and then Parker. And like when I met Parker, he was actually Pretty Boy Parker was his tag, and I was like, bro, that's not gonna work. You can't be Pretty Boy Parker, bro. We gotta switch that shit up. And so it took us like 3 seconds to just decide on OG Parker. And then when we got to QC and we did the song, we did No Pressure, I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time. This song with Zaytoven. It's gonna be on the actual album. We might as well like put the tag in there. And, I did the OG Parker. And
legendary. To this day, I feel like that,
It's a stamp, when you hear that shit, you automatically know what's finna happen. You're like, the beat finna be ridiculous, and 9 times out of 10, the song gonna be a hit.
Right.
So
how did you end up doing the vocals on that? You guys were in a session and you were just like...
It was literally like, it's at the beginning of one of my songs.
Okay.
So literally, we just took it from the song and made it the tag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a shout out to OG Parker. And like, kept it. And I mean, now you don't think of OG Parker without thinking of the tag.
Exactly.
They synonymous. You don't get one without the other.
I was literally so excited when I found out that was you.
Yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
tight.
A lot of people don't know that. So people be like, oh yeah, where I'm like, I'm on every song on the fucking radio.
Yeah.
You hear me all the time. You just don't realize you hearing me.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you do one for Larry June too?
So Larry actually did a few different people's tags. Well, Larry, it was a little bit different because like me and Larry's story, like after being kids, was actually a lot more amazing, or a lot more intricate than a lot of people think. Like I was one of the original founders of the TFM of like the
No
Free Minded. So
way.
like we was running around screaming the Free Minded before there was an OGG. It was just like after I got my case and I, all that shit happened, I hit him and told him like bro, y'all done built so much, while I've been doing this shit that I don't feel like it's right for me to just come back in and just like boom, TFM, you know what I'm saying? So I decided I wanted to build my own shit and like bring it up to that level. And then when my shit got to where it was supposed to be at, Larry actually flew me out to California, to the Bay, and was like, bro, I'm thinking about, quitting this rap shit. Like,
What?
what should I do? And I told him right then, I'm like, bro, I got all these crazy ass ad-libs. I got the whoo and the,
Yeah.
sheesh. Like, you need to come up with like some shit that's gonna catch them. Like,
Wow.
because you got everything else. Like, you really got the real story. You got the real, like, you painting a picture, but like they need to feel it just like they hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember that day was when he first did like the yeah, and all, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit started, and I was like, yeah, bro, that's the energy. And now they just evolved until now Larry is Larry. Like, he one of the biggest rappers in Cali. Like,
For sure.
definitely one of the biggest in the Bay, if
Right.
not, saying the biggest. So
What made him want to quit then?
the same thing. Like, we had just been in it. Like I said, Larry had been rapping since we was in 7th grade.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you think about that. Like, you've been rapping, you've been doing something that long, and you feel like the big payoff ain't happened yet. Eventually, like, that doubt start creeping in. Like, and then you see, like, your friend, like, hop on it and, like, he hit left with it real quick. It's like, damn. But I always believed in Larry. Like, that's why the moment, OGG got where it's supposed to go. Like, Larry's the first person I pulled in, like, put him on the Rocksmith tape. We did hella collabs, put everything we can. And when people would come out and be like, oh yeah, Larry June sound like you. I'm like, nah, Larry don't. They're not even like, Larry stealing your ad-libs or this dude Larry June stealing. I'm like, nah, he not stealing nothing. That's my brother. Like, we share our ad-libs. Like, we sharing these. Like just so people wouldn't even try and throw that flack his way. Cause
Right.
I know how much work he had been putting into it. That's still my brother to this day.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see him where he at now. He just opened up the boba shop, Honey
Right,
Boba.
Honey, yeah, and SF.
You know what I'm saying? In San Francisco, he got Midnight Organic brand going
Right.
stupid. So, like, he got a whole vibe right now. And now you see him and Cardo going ridiculous.
Right.
Or, like, him and Spitter. Like, I'm just happy to see it flourish where
Right.
it is. He deserves it. 100%.
Facts. And
Hell
Spitter's one of your biggest influences too, right?
Yeah, Spitter was like, man, it was a time where I ain't really listening to nothing but, like, rock and Spitter, like
Facts.
Pilot Talks and like,
Hell
like I still think Covert Coupe is like the best mixtape of all time.
Hell
I
yeah.
still feel like as a mixtape, like as a project, I feel like that's the best mixtape of all time. Like, it's that and like Cushion Orange Juice, like
hell
them
yeah.
shits is like neck and neck for like best mixtape projects of all time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they was 100%. They made an era with both
Right.
of those.
Right.
Hell
Have
yeah.
you crossed paths with Spitter?
Oh yeah, I just
Okay.
did Spit an album.
Oh, yeah, I
I
was
just did the Jet Life album. He actually owned my album that's about to come out. I'm
I
about to
did
do
see
the
that.
actual. Yeah, I'm about to do the OG Maco album. He owned me and Kino album that we
Okay.
about to drop. We about to drop Legends Live Forever 2.
Okay.
We got Spit on that one. So yeah, hell yeah. I ain't never stopped fucking with Spitter. That's my homie. That's the dog. Hell yeah.
I love it. Do you go out there to New Orleans or y'all record in LA?
That's the one place I done been to every country in the world. Literally every country. I think the only countries only country I ain't made it to is Australia and Antarctica. I've been everywhere else. And I have never been to New Orleans. And I was supposed to go down there 1,000,000 times and just never made it. We recorded like 10 minutes away from here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when he was out here, we recorded like 10 minutes away from here. So still ain't made it out there.
Wait, I pulled up and you were there.
Boom,
Oh my
see?
God.
I was going to let you remember it.
Right.
I was going to let you
Oh,
remember it.
man.
Yeah, you pulled up for that session.
Yeah, yeah.
We made like 3 songs that night and then we cut out.
Wow.
Hell yeah, so you was there for that.
That's wild. Man, that's love, because I know he doesn't work with just anyone.
Hell no.
He's-
Hell no. No. But you know, that was like one of my I was getting at him and Larry about that shit too. I used to be hopping their DMs and be like, damn, y'all some real fucks for that. Y'all niggas just gonna keep dropping songs and we still ain't put ours in. Like I'd be on their ass about that shit.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we just joking about it, but nah, it used to be so funny because I always wanted to make like my spitter tape or like something like that. And I still would. I told him like he the only person, like one of very few people that I'll actually like go back to like just dropping like bars and paint imagery with if I'm a rap with.
Right.
But yeah, hell yeah, man. You know, shit like
Right. All day.